Good morning. How are you? Please excuse my wet hair. I was not planning on doing this, but I had this come through to me this morning, and I have a very busy day, so I just wanted to listen to my intuitive nudges and send this out to you. So, what came through to me was that often I will either read on Reddit or receive questions from my clients about, is there truth to what a lot of mediums say, in that right after someone passes, there's a waiting period where we're not able to connect with them. This has never felt true to me, and I'm not going to claim to know 100% what that answer is, but I will say it doesn't feel true to me. I have a personal experience that fits in more with my own belief system, and so I'll share that here in a minute. It's beautiful. So the way I see it is that our loved ones are around us all the time. They're just existing on a different plane. And from what I've experienced being in readings, this plane is a higher vibrational frequency. And so when I'm in a reading, I tell my clients their energy matters, my energy matters, and the loved one in spirit, their energy matters. And the reason I say this is because I feel it. So when we're in a reading and the messages are coming through and they're being validated by the client, this energy builds and you can feel it build. And the more that it builds, the clearer the messages are that come through. So with that being the case, it doesn't feel true to me that our loved ones are around us all the time, except right after they die. Maybe they're off doing a life review. I don't know. It feels to me though that there is no time and space, and it's more like being everywhere all at once. And if we reach out, they are there. Whether or not we're able to receive back the affirmation that they're there, very often just depends on our own energy. I see what I'm doing in connecting to the other side as an ability. I don't like to call it a gift. It's an absolute gift, and I'm humbled and honored to be able to do this work and to experience it. That is a gift to me. But the mediumship itself is an ability, and it's one that I feel that we all have. And I feel that we all have it because we're all connected, and that's what makes it possible. It's more natural than what we realize. So my personal experience that I feel kind of bears this up is that when my sister suddenly and tragically died in 2023, we were all utterly devastated and in shock. I had been practicing as a medium at that time only for a year. It was never my intention to give readings. I only took the class in order to more fully understand my relationship with my father, who died when I was 12, and I have stayed in contact with him, and I just wanted to understand that connection more deeply. But people started hearing about my readings and reaching out to me, so that's how I started doing this. So my sister died suddenly, and it was either that same day or the next day, but I think it was the same day that she died. I was just standing in my kitchen, completely shell-shocked, devastated, and I was staring in the pantry, and I felt like a little something, and I said out loud, I feel like maybe that could be you, but it's probably wishful thinking. And then I just sunk back into my deep, deep grief, which really felt like this heavy weighted blanket. And it felt like there was going to be no way I could connect to her because I was just so low. The following day, a friend of mine who was one of my classmates in the mediumship class reached out to me and said, your sister keeps coming to me, and she wants me to tell you that she is going around and comforting all of your family members. And she also said that you connected with her, but you thought it was wishful thinking. And it was such a relief to know that I could still receive like a teeny tiny inkling, even in these lowest depths of despair. After that, for about a year, my sister came through in the biggest, most beautiful way. And it makes me smile because she is a big personality. She was when she was in body. She is now that she's out of body, and she's a delight. So this is all to say that while I cannot and will not say this is exactly what happens when we die, and anybody that says that, I don't know. I think there's a lot of wisdom in the I don't know. And I don't know. I can only talk to what I experience doing this work. And my experience is that our loved ones are always with us. They're always around us. And our ability to connect with them very much relies on our own energy and our willingness to receive messages back. I have done countless readings where loved ones on the other side have encouraged their loved ones, the client, to keep talking to them. They'll say they're talking to me and I want them to keep talking to me. Please tell them that I hear them. And I feel that is not only a beautiful, reassuring message, but when we practice connecting and listening, the connection builds, and then we become a little more comfortable knowing that what we're receiving is not wishful thinking. If you are like me and you have a loved one in spirit, like I did when my dad passed when I was so young, and you talk to them, but you will often shrug it off as wishful thinking because, believe it or not, I'm highly skeptical. I would recommend that you find someone who is highly regarded as a mediumship teacher and that you take a class, because I'll tell you what, when you sit down with someone you don't know and you connect with their loved ones in spirit, your knowing goes from a lowercase k to a capital K, because you know that you don't know their loved ones in spirit, and you're getting this validation. So it becomes this beautiful knowing that brings with it incredible peace. And I believe that the reason ultimately that I took that class, that I initially thought I took in order to be more knowing about my connection with my dad, that the real reason that I took it was he was encouraging me to take it in order to bring some peace to our family when she died. And it doesn't replace, this connection doesn't replace, but I have a knowing in me now that I didn't have before. I highly suspected before the class. I was pretty sure, but I didn't know it in my bones. And now I do. And that's a beautiful thing. So that's a recommendation. If you listen to your intuition, if you feel nudged to take a class so that you can explore that, I say go for it. Just make sure the person that you are signing up to do the work with is reputable. And until next time, peace.